So this year has really kind of opened my mind to how much that I hate election years, okay? I live in the United States, most of you probably know that. And if you somehow don't know this, based on everything going on social media, everything that I've been talking about in videos, we're having a presidential election in pretty much a week. Now, as a 20-year-old man, it's usually kind of expected that I'm not going to vote. Younger people in the US traditionally vote less, but I'm actually a very active voter. I've voted ever since I've been able to legally vote in even local elections. I keep up to date on all of politicians and things like that are, controlling things in my life because I think that that's important for people to do. I've read up on like 7 presidential candidates for the United States this year, and I think I have who I'm going to vote for in mind. I'm not going to tell you guys this because I don't feel like starting a fucking political war, but I've read up on like 7 presidential candidates this year. I've got this, I think, figured out who I want to vote for. I'm not going to tell you guys because I don't want to start a political war in the comments. That would be pretty nice to avoid. So, you know what? No, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and say it because there's already going to be a political war in the comments. I'm voting for Todd because he likes cheese. No, but on a real note, the election is something that I think people should take seriously. And I think a lot of people do take it seriously. Maybe some people take it too seriously, actually. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, every single social media has basically pestered you for about 6 months now to vote. And it's really annoying, okay? So I get on social media and every time I open the app, hey, are you registered to vote? Make sure you're registered to vote the 2020 election, dude. Yo, you need to register to vote, bro, if you haven't already. I've been registered to vote since I was 18. Like, I don't need you to tell me to register to vote, okay? I don't need you to tell me every time I open the app, okay? See, if they told me like once or twice, I would be okay with that. That's understandable. But why are you pestering me? Why are you constantly pestering me? How come every time I open your app, I'm just trying to tweet something stupid, okay? I don't need you to tell me, hey, you need to vote for president. Like, oh my god, dude, it gets so annoying. So every application does this, and it's gotten to the point where, like, I don't even want to get on social media because I don't want to get pestered anymore, okay? I don't know if they know this or not, but they're not bullying anyone into registering, right? People who wanted to vote already are registered to vote. People who actually care about the whole fucking thing, we've already been registered. I understand how the election works. I understand how voting works. I don't need you to tell me. So they're putting out this thing just to fucking badger and annoy people, and the people that they're trying to recruit into voting are not going to pay any attention. They're not going to care. They're going to be like, why do I need to vote? You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, right? I'm sick and tired of having political arguments with people, dude. I'm so tired of it. Political years really test my patience for that reason, too. You can't talk to anyone about politics without it becoming are you a good or bad person fucking debate. Now, look, okay? I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to say it. I don't really think that either of the 2 main candidates are really the choice that would make the most sense. I'm just going to come out and say it because I really don't give a fuck if you get mad. If you're sad that I don't agree with you on the presidential candidate, feel free to leave a dislike and cry. I don't care. But like, it just confuses me. Like, how did we get between these 2? Out of everyone, there's 330 million people in the country and we got these 2. These are the 2 that we picked. But whatever, one of them's gonna win. And that's the thing, right? Because like, you got diehard Trump supporters, which is fine, right? You can support whatever candidate you want. I'm one of those people. I literally don't care, okay? If you think that Trump has done a great job in these 4 years and you want to reelect him and you think that he drains the swamp well and that he handles his bullshit, good. I'm glad that you have a candidate you support. Go ahead and vote for him if you want to. On the other edge of it, if you think that Biden, in his 45 plus years of political history, has done a lot of good work, and you think that if he got to the office of president that he'd do even more, I'm glad you found someone to support. Go ahead and vote for him. I don't care. See, the thing is I understand American democracy. If you even want to really call it democracy, we're not really a legitimate, true democracy. But I mean, if you want to consider that, as you gotta pick one or the other or you're a bad person, then you're literally defeating the purpose of American democracy. The point of voting is not to vote for the person who you think is the coolest or the funniest. It's to vote for the person that you think their policies would have the best impact on the country and that they would make the best fit to be president. Which is why I hate talking about Trump and I hate talking about Biden with people. Because, to be honest, a lot of people, they fuck with Trump because he's memeable, they think he's funny, and they think that he's got a good attitude, right? They think that he pwns the liberals and all that, right? And then people who support Biden, they're really just kind of stuck on the Obama presidency, a lot of them are. Like, they love the fact that he was the vice president for Obama, and they support him because because he's on the left, right? That's how a lot of people, I'm not saying all people, but that's how a lot of people vote. I would say probably 80% of Americans don't know more than 5 policies for either of the presidential candidates, but they're going to vote for one or the other. And when you try to talk about these policies, you can tell that they don't know shit about it because of the way that they react when you tell them these things. Which doesn't make sense because it's like you realize you're voting for this person to be fucking president. You know, they're not president of the local book club that you're a member of. They're president of the whole country, right? They are the head of state for the United States, the most powerful country on earth. You know that, right? You're voting for someone to be in a very important spot and you treat it like it's fucking American Idol. Like you're voting for a new mob in Minecraft. Like, come on, bro. Now, to kind of change up a little bit here, I want to give you guys a little bit of a story that happened, okay? So yesterday was Sunday, all right? If you don't live in the United States and you don't know about NFL football season, Sunday's a pretty big day for the country. Because every local bar, every local grill, it's going to be filled with people, okay? Even in a pandemic, okay? Now, the thing is, you know, I wear my mask when I go out, okay? I don't have a problem with it. I don't think it's bad. Lots of other people do not wear masks. I would say the vast majority of people at this point are not wearing masks. And it's getting to the point where restaurants can't even enforce it because they would literally be kicking out like 85% of the people. So I went to a Buffalo Wild Wings, okay? Which, you know, Buffalo Wild Wings is okay. Like, it's fine, you know, it's all right. So I'm getting ready to walk in, and so there's this guy driving around in a big-ass lifted-up truck. He's got like 4 or 5 different Trump flags attached to the back in the bed of the truck, flying all these flags. And he's like got his arm out the window with a little American flag waving it, driving through the parking lots of all this different stuff because, you know, it's right there. It's a big shopping strip. There's all kinds of different stuff. He's driving through the parking lots, and a couple of people take notice, and they start fucking screaming at him. They start screaming, "Oh, Black Lives Matter! Fuck you, you piece of shit, bro! You're a fucking asshole, man!" You know, just freaking out, right? So right there, you see distinctly pretty much the two opposite sides, I would say, of American politics, right? And here's the thing, you know, I agree with that dude's right to turn his fucking truck into the Trump-mobile if he wants to. If you want to be that guy, go ahead, you have the right. I don't necessarily think it's the best use of your time to just be driving through the parking lot on a Sunday trying to annoy people because you got Trump shit and you're just waving flags around. Like, don't you have other hobbies, bro? But, you know, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I respect the fact that you support Trump, okay? And I also respect the fact that the other people most likely support Biden or some other left-leaning politician. What I don't understand is why the parking lot of Buffalo Wild Wings had to nearly be turned into the scene of a multi-party fight as they were screaming at them, other people started screaming, and eventually there's like people from 4 different parking lots now screaming at each other over fucking Trump versus Biden, Black Lives Matter, and all this other stuff, bro. Like, I don't know if you guys notice. I'm trying to go inside, eat some wings, right? I'm trying to relax and watch some football. I am not trying to see this go down right now. So, you know, that whole thing kind of breaks down. People are screaming at each other. You know, they're waving each other into the other areas of parking lots to try and fight. It's pretty goofy, you know what I'm saying? And it really made me realize something yesterday. Because I thought that America was a lot less divided in all reality than it actually is, right? Because, you know, you get on Twitter and it seems like America's fucking falling apart because everyone treats each other like mortal enemies, when in all reality, we're all basically on the same ship. We're all on the Titanic and that motherfucker's sinking quick. So get your bucket and start shoveling water out or get on the lifeboat, one or the other. But what I saw yesterday indicated to me that people have gotten to this point, because it's an election year, because everyone treats political shit as like a personality thing, that now one side of everyone is on one side while everyone else is on the other side, and they're not trying to do anything to help each other. They're not trying to get out of the situation. They're like, well, if they believe that, then they can sink over there. And it's like, come on, man, are you serious right now? Like, this is honestly the last fucking thing that we need people to be doing right now, okay? It's been a rough year, okay? Not only for the United States, but for the whole planet. I understand that everyone's tensions are high. You know, a lot of people are still on unemployment. The economic effects are going to be felt for a minute. We got a big political thing going on right now. We got to elect a new president, which is stressful. I get that. But dude, do we really have to do this shit? Why does everyone have to treat each other like an enemy? Because it's a political year. And everything gets sensationalized too in political years. I'm not saying that these issues that we've been facing aren't issues, but what the media does is they pick them up and then they fucking just super profit off of them by pinning everyone against each other, and everyone just falls for it. Like, the media really is the number one enemy of the United States. I truly believe that, because our media, they don't report factual information. They don't report news. They take shit like political shit, and they make it a you versus them thing. If you're a Democrat, they try to teach you the idea that, like, if people who support Trump are all racist, bigoted, horrible human beings who want you to fucking die. And the right-wing media, they go to Trump supporters and they're like, look at what these leftists are doing. They're arming. You gotta get ready. They're trying to start a civil war. They're trying to take America from us. Like, dude, do you truly believe that that's the vast majority of people in the United States? And maybe I'm just as guilty for thinking that a random fucking altercation in a Buffalo Wild Wings parking lot right before Sunday football was also a catalyst of the upcoming Civil War of the United States. But I mean, at the end of the day, dude, when you see shit like that, it's disappointing. And I hate to see the country at this point in which it is. Because if we all just treated each other like human beings, everything would be so much better. I hate to be that guy, but it would. Like, everything would be so much better. Like, what the fuck kind of problems could we not solve if 330 million people came together? What kind of problem could you not solve? But instead, everyone wants to fucking get into this hyper-political media outrage against one another to the point that they do shit like this. And I hate it. And I hate the fact that next year, everything's gonna be a tenth of what it was because no one's gonna care, you know? And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, gonna vote, but like, goddamn, dude. And signing out.